Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So a while ago, I posted this video right here of me flying around in the facility with the Deluxo, and boy, did I have a whole bunch of people start texting and emailing me, even on YouTube there, wanting to know how I did it. And quite frankly, there is a whole bunch of different ways of doing this. So I guess we're going to have to show you a couple of different ways of how to get into not only the facility, but pretty much any interior. This includes your nightclub, your facility, how to glitch into apartments, garages, etc. This is probably going to be one of my larger videos because there is so much information to cover. But if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, keep on watching. Now, I am going to tell you right now, there's about 3 different glitches I am going to use to do this, and I'm going to show you multiple ways of doing this as well. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do like this kind of this sort of content, please give me a big thumbs up. That really does help with the channel, and it lets me know that this is the kind of stuff you want to see. As well as if you want to get the glitches as I'm releasing them, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest content. Lastly, I'm definitely open to comments down below. It's great for the analogs of the video. It also lets me know what you guys are looking for, what you're thinking, what can be improved upon, etc. My only thing is if you're just coming across the channel, there is literally thousands of glitches. I don't do them every day to know if they've just been patched in the last 5 minutes or not. Just go ahead and try them. They are great. They're great glitches. They're fun. And if I do know they're patched, I will put patched up at the top. In any case, let's get on into the video. Okay, the first thing we want to do is mark the locations that we're trying to find. Now you can probably do a big Google search and it's going to give you a whole bunch of numbers and it's going to confuse the heck out of you and you're not going to be able to figure it out. There is a much easier way. Simply go inside of the place that you're trying to mark. If you're trying to mark the 10-car garage, go inside of your 10-car garage. If you're trying to mark where the sub is, go inside of your sub. If you're trying to mark where the nightclub is, go to your nightclub. In this case, it's the facility. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to enter the facility. Okay, now that we've entered our facility, I recommend doing this in a large area like a garage or a bay, as it's going to be a much larger area to actually get into. But what you want to do is you want to go ahead and press the options menu and go to your map. So we're just going to press X or map here. Now in the bottom right hand corner, you can notice if you press your interaction button, it'll switch views. Also, if you hit triangle, you have a point of interest. You can place a point of interest down, but that point of interest only works when you're in the outside view, not the inside. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and spam the interaction menu and the triangle button back and forth. Now, quick disclaimer, if anybody has seizures, there's going to be a lot of flashing here. So please be careful with that, but we are flashing back and forth until our interaction menu or our point of interest menu is inside of the facility. It's not quite in yet, so I'm just going to keep spamming it until it appears. And there it is right there. Now our point of interest is now located inside our facility. So what's going to be a little interesting about this is if we go back to our map and go outside, you're going to notice we don't actually see our point of interest out here. That's because our point of interest is showing where the facility actually is. So in this case, it's right under Mount Chiliad. If we go to that very spot right there, we will find our facility underneath of the map. So that was a very quick way and very simple way of actually marking these interiors. I'll do this a few more times within the video, but I hope you guys enjoyed being able to find that. So let's get on with this. Okay, now taking your thruster underneath the map, this is really simple, but you do have to be very careful with this. You just have to go to your facility. I mean, go to your facility. You cannot call this to your mechanic. You cannot spawn this to your menu. You have to go inside of your facility and pick up the thruster in person. This is very important. If you don't do this, the glitch will not work. Simply board your thruster as I have and fly it out of the facility. Now at this point, all you want to do is use one of the under map locations in the previous video to take it underneath the map and fly towards the point of interest that we've already marked. Now, in this particular case, I'm going to go ahead and use the FIB building, as it's probably the closest way to get underneath the map for me. So we're just going to head right over there. I don't think there's a point of me pointing out where the FIB building is. Everyone should know it at this point. And as you can see, I also had an Oppressor after, so I made just in the nick of time, just getting but you can simply fly into the FIB building, come from the north side of the building, and up and underneath the pillars. Now what we're going to do is we can go ahead and we're going to start heading towards our facility. Okay, let's move on to the next part of the glitch. Okay, the next part of this is the off the radar and no kill zones underneath the map. Now for this, you are going to have to download the coffee job, which I will include down below for the PlayStation 4, and I'll try to include the Xbox job as well. After you've installed that job and made sure that it is showing, go ahead over just to the right of the phone so it says press right to access phone services. What you're going to do is you're going to press right, and as soon as he moves over, you're going to press right again to enter the job. Now, as you're backing out, press and hold your interaction menu till your interaction menu pops up, and then your phone's going to pop up. Now, what you want to do is you simply want to press up and back out of the menu. You're going to walk over to the exit door, and you're going to go to the casino, back away, go back to the door, and this time you're going to exit the penthouse. Now what's going to happen at this point is you're going to appear outside, you're just going to turn around and go back in, and you're going to go to your casino. Now, as soon as you do this, you're going to notice that the screen freezes, and that's okay. It's going to take a little bit of a loading screen, longer than normal, and what's going to happen is you're going to start falling through the map. When you appear on the surface again, it's going to show that you are still inside your casino. You are not going to really have much of a mini-map, but you are going to be able to move around outside. Now, as you can see right now, I am falling through the map. I'm going to spawn up on surface, and in my left-hand corner, you're going to notice that my mini-map is pretty much blank. It's not showing anything. There is a trick to get around this, and we'll cover this in the end of the video. But as far as right now, you can now go underneath the map in any vehicle, including a Deluxo or an Oppressor, and not die. So let's go ahead and let's call one of our vehicles, and we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we have we've used the glitch to remove the kill zones underneath, we can now go underneath the map with either a Deluxo or an Oppressor. So let's head up to that facility we originally marked. Now, as you can see right now, I'm actually doing two glitches here, because if you go ahead and you mark a location on the map, it's going to show you the roads, because right now we cannot see the roads anywhere on the map. In addition to this, I've registered as a CEO, as it's going to make a nice big blue spot around me as well. So now you can go ahead and you can see all those roadways that we want to follow. Now this really does help out, as it shows you where you want to go on the map. All you have to do is follow your purple dot wherever it goes. So I'm going to take the Deluxo, and we're going to use one of our locations to go underneath the map, which is the north side of the FIB building, right between the two furthest right pillars. So that's what we're doing. We've went ahead and we've marked that on the map, and we just simply went underneath the map now that we have eliminated the kill zones, and we're going to head up to our facility. Now it's very important that we actually do follow this line that we've put on the map very, very carefully. The reason for this is because if you hit any water hazards, like lake, river, ocean, you will destroy the vehicle. So this will keep you away from any pools or anything like that. Just simply stick to the dotted line. So let's go ahead and cut all the way up there. Okay, now that we've made it all the way up to Mount Chiliad, we're going to use our second trick, which is we're going to mark the facility by pressing X on it. Now you can see the little purple dot here on the map. In addition to this, I've also become a CEO, so I now have a big circle around me, so it makes it a whole lot easier for me to find. At this point, all we have to do is we're going to head over to where we've made the mark on the map. We're just going to fly directly over top of it. Now it's going to vanish as we get close to it, but that's okay, because we can use our options button and go to the menu or the map, and we can see if our circle is right over top of the facility. That's what we're looking for. So as you can see, I'm just approaching the dot right now, and what I want to do, that dot is going to vanish, but I want to slow down and try to get as close to it as possible. If I'm not too sure if I'm still above it, I can go to options and go to my map, and I'll be right in the middle of that circle because I am a CEO. And what we're going to try to do is we're just going to try to get that point of interest right in the middle of the circle that we have. So once we've kind of done that, all we want to do is very slowly drop down. I don't recommend rushing this in case you miss, and then you have to go all the way back and find another entrance point. Now there is an entrance point in Mount Chiliad that I've shown in a previous video. I didn't show it in this video, but you can definitely go back and watch some of my previous videos. Now as you can see, I have now hit something here on the ground. When you kind of see all the smoke underneath you, starting to form, that means you're on top of something, and I'm starting to run into stuff. So that means I am now inside my facility, but you can't see just yet. Now there's a couple things you can do. One is you can jump off your bike as it's moving. That'll all of a sudden spawn the interior. You can up and atomize yourself when you're off the bike, or you can go into first person mode. Any of these will spawn the interior for you. So I was just making sure I'm flying around, just kind of showing you that we are in it, but it's invisible right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump off the bike, and the entire interior will spawn. Now at this point you can notice that your bike is now invisible. That's not to worry. If you just leave your bike and go as far away from it as possible, or the Deluxo, whatever vehicle you're in, when you come back to it, it will have spawned it. Now at this point you are inside of your facility and you do have full weapons. You can definitely go out and explore, you can check everything out. As well as if anybody else is inside your facility, it's going to really freak them out that they're going to see your Oppressor in there, your Deluxo, they're going to see bombs going off, they're going to not know how you're doing this. Now it's a little interesting, there are some things here you can still interact with, like the pop machine downstairs, or you can even go and change your clothing. Unfortunately, a lot of the other stuff you're not able to change at this time, but it is still really kind of a fun glitch to be able to get in here and troll people. If other people are inside of their facilities, you can definitely use this glitch to get in and run them over as they're inside of their facility. So I'm just going to speed up the glitch here, show you a little bit of running around, and then we're going to go back and we're going to pick up our Oppressor to show you that the Oppressor will spawn in if we get far enough away from it and then run back to it. Okay, at this point we've went really far from our Oppressor, and we've now come back to it. As you can see, it has materialized inside the facility. We are able to fly it. We were able to fly it before, it's just once you got into it, the facility would kind of disappear. At this point, it's now reappeared, so you're now able to fly around, use weapons, etc. Again, this is really fun for trolling people. If somebody's went to their facility to orbital cannon you or something, you can actually go inside of their facility and sit there and use your Oppressor to troll them. So, okay, let's get into the next one. We're going to take the Deluxo to the Nightclub for this next one. Okay, so this is the last one today. We're going to use all the glitches we've now learned and put them together. So we've taken off the kill zones, we've picked up our Deluxo, we've used our marker to mark the Nightclub, its location. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Opium Nights glitch location to get underneath the map. So this is right here at Opium Nights, which is right by the airport. It's right here if you don't know where it is. I am a CEO, so I have a nice circle around me, and with the purple dot on the point of interest, it's going to make it really easy to get there. So if you just drive underneath the bridge right now and circle around, you can see a set of stairs to the right. And we just want to go for this window just to the left of the stairs. We're just going to fly up and underneath the window, and then we're going to slowly drop down. Again, this is using all the glitches we just learned in this video, and we're applying them all together. So at this point, I just want to drop down. Now, I am going to drop down a little further than I regularly would because there is some subway here, and I don't want to end up getting stuck in the subway. So I want to make sure that I'm well below that subway location. I am simply heading directly to where I've marked my point of interest, and I've also marked my location on my point of interest so I can see it on my mini-map, because our mini-map is glitched out right now. We're simply going to go to that, and once the marker does disappear, I'm going to go ahead and use my options and my regular map using my CEO circle and my point of interest, and we're going to try to get that right in the middle of it so we know exactly that we're right above where we want to be. So as you can see, I'm now approaching where my marker is on the map. It's entering my CEO circle now, and it has vanished. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go to options, menu. I can see where my point of interest is. I can see where my car is. And I want to slowly drop down. I don't want to go down too fast because I could end up missing it. We want to go down until you can kind of see that the vehicle has hit something or is just sitting on top of something. You'll know it's on top of something because you can see like all the dust being blown up from it as though it was just sitting on the street. As well as in the Deluxo, you'll see the wings come in because it is now on the ground. It's in hover mode and not in flying mode. So I'm just very, very slowly dropping down at this point just to try to get to our nightclub. And as you can see right there, I can now see the dust underneath the vehicle. It's a little hard to see, but my wings have pulled in. I can now land my vehicle, and I'm now sitting on top of the nightclub. Now, I did go ahead and I sped up the video 3 times here because I just ended up playing around on top of the nightclub for a little bit. I don't know why, I just kind of wanted to. I do eventually get inside of the vehicle and drive down using my bombs and stuff just as I'm in there driving around and kind of having some fun. I also wanted to thank everybody for putting up for this video. I really shouldn't have put it out so early. My mic is broken, as you can tell. We had a little accident here. I do have another mic in the mail, but with Corona, it's going to take a long time. In any case, I think we've pretty much covered everything in this video that you need to know about going underneath the map, glitching into buildings, how to find them, how to get to them, how to go off the radar, whether to use a thruster, oppressor, or Deluxo. But in any case, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. I can't thank you enough for putting up with me during this time, especially with the broken mic. You guys have been great. You've been you, I've been me, and we'll see you on the other side.